You know that music. It is time for our latest animal adoption journey with Saving Grace.
Molly's brought back, and she brought along Goldie. Look at sweet little Goldie.
Oh my gosh, Goldie is just, what is going on here? Hey, Molly.
Molly, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
We're already like transfixed on Goldie. Can I just say last week?
I didn't even need to come.
Oh,
No, of
please.
course, we always
you
need her.
make it.
Last week, I feel like Macy was a little hyper. She was a little wildcat, which I loved.
So I tried to tone it down this week.
Tell us about the calm demeanor of Goldie.
So this is Goldie. He's lovely. He's probably about 6 or 7 years old. Okay. We're not sure exactly, but he was a surrender to one of the shelters that we work with. We don't know a whole lot about his past, but we know he was with someone. You don't get this figure surviving the streets. He's a full-figured guy. Yeah, he's lovely. He's really lovely.
Well.
We get a lot of times, like if we get a dog that was a surrender, it's an older person who couldn't take care of it anymore. Maybe they were going to assisted living, and so we're not really sure about Goldie, but he's great at Saving Grace, and he's great for somebody who might not want to do a lot of activities with a dog. So he's just happy to be.
Just happy to be.
Just happy to be. Just happy to hang out.
I always think that's one of the saddest things is when somebody has to surrender their animal.
I know.
Like
it is. It is.
A lot of times they don't want to. They just have to because of life.
I know. And a lot of times I think people feel really shamed because they had to give up their pet. And there are certainly a lot of times we see people who could have gone an extra mile and taken the pet with them, but there are certainly times when they can't either. So if they're going to assisted living and don't have any family, or maybe they have health issues and have to go in the hospital, some people don't have anyone around to help them, take care of pets. So that can be a really tough decision.
And if that's their only option, when it comes to fostering and adopting, what can you tell us about it? If people aren't ready for the long term, how does fostering work?
So fostering, we always have a big push for foster because we can help our rural county shelters who, they're getting in a lot of dogs, and they can, call us if they have really great dogs like Goldie, who especially isn't going to do super great in a shelter with a lot of dogs. He's probably more comfortable in a home. Well, all dogs are, but some of our older dogs who've been in a home are definitely more comfortable in a home. And so we can say yes to those dogs if we have a foster open. So fostering is just huge to us. We have a lot of moms and puppies this time of year just waiting on a place at Saving Grace. And so that gives them the chance to, have a family forever. Yes. And for people to fill out how having a pet is, or maybe they just want to make a commitment for a couple weeks for some puppies, and then they can go on to be adopted to their forever people.
I love how Goldie found his cameras. He was like working it for them. Well, I know you have a lot of fun things going on this weekend. We talked about it's a huge weekend.
We have so much going on.
Okay.
Yes.
What's going on at Saving Grace?
And if people like to help with events, we're always looking for people to help us with events too. That gets us out in the community. So maybe, dogs might not get adopted that day, but it's a really great time for people to learn about us so that when they are ready to get a dog, they'll choose the path of adoption and come into Saving Grace. So we have Meet in the Street in Wake Forest. We have a Paint Your Pet at Saving Grace, so that'll be a lot of fun. It's like the wine and design type of thing.
Fun.
So we still have some signups left. You can sign up at savinggracenc.org on our website for our Paint Your Pet event.
You get a little canvas and you just
you get to send in a picture of your pet, and then you paint your pet.
That's so fun.
Yes.
And then let's talk margaritas.
And then we have a party at our store, which is Saving Grace Supply Co., just by Saving Grace. And we're having a Cinco de Mayo party there from 10 to 3. So
amazing.
We have barkaritas.
Barkaritas, not your typical margarita
Bring
people.
your dog for a barkarita. And of course, we always have a free gift with purchase on our store party days. So spoil your dog, and you get to take something home. And the purchases there always support our dogs at Saving Grace. So,
and they're great things.
And it's a fun store, and it's a fun outing for your dog.
Everything's so fun. I can't wait for Trent to go out there.
I know.
In the meantime, where can we find more info?
Everything is at savinggracenc.org, and information about Goldie too.
Goldie specifically.
As always, we thank our sponsors, Michael and Sons. Molly, we'll see you again next week.
Okay, we'll be ready.
The preceding was sponsored by